Hello students, welcome back to the class. During the last class we have discussed about what is the dynamic nature of Indian politics. In the last class we have discussed that India have attained independence in 1947. After getting independence, India have established sovereign socialist secular democratic republic. So our country, we have already discussed in the last class that our country is a sovereign country because our country can take the decisions independently, internally as well as externally. That's why our country is a sovereign country. Second thing, our country is a socialist country because our government provides welfare activities to the lower sections of the people. And our country is a secular country because we can find in our country all the peoples are treated equally, which can able to reduce a gap among rich and poor people. So our country treats all the people equally. So all the religions were treated equally. Okay, the gap among the religious will completely decreases. There will be no gap. Okay, all the religions will be treated equally, and no religion in our country is a state religion. Even the government cannot interfere in the matter of religion, or the government cannot, or the state cannot interfere in the matter. So a secular country is considered as India because in our country all the religions were treated equally. Next one, India is a democratic and republic. We know in our country the elected heads are elected by the people either directly or indirectly, and that's why India is a republic country. Next, if you go forward now from here onwards, India have adopted the planned economic development. So India have completely adopted the planned economic development. Now if you see that what is the main strategy is our main strategic long term plan to achieve the goal. Whenever if you are making any long term plan to achieve the goal, that is called a strategy. For example, first 5-year plan is there, second 5-year plan is there. We will make some plans. Why we are making a long term plan to achieve the goal, that is called as strategy. So if you see that India have adopted the planned economic development, our main strategy for the India is socialist pattern of society. In India they wanted to establish the socialist pattern of society. What is called socialist pattern of society means, here if it is there, according to the planned economy, the basic criteria for determining the line of advance must not be the profit motive but for the welfare motive. Any society or any country which are mainly established societies which are not which are mainly established for the welfare activity but not for profit motive. Okay, the society which is established based upon socialist pattern will provide welfare activities but not for the profit motive. So that is called as socialist pattern of society. So these definitions was given by Plan Commission. Here if you see, according to the Planning Commission, okay, Planning Commissions only, the chairman of Planning Commission, if you see that Prime Minister will be the chairman of Planning Commission. So according to the Planning Commissions will decide the long term strategy. So Planning Commission, according to this, the basic criteria for determining the line of advance means direction expected to make, which direction we have to go, that is called as line of advance. So according to the Planning Commission, the basic criteria for determining the states are not for the private profit but for the welfare activity. So if any states are mainly established to provide the welfare activities to the people, so that is called as socialist pattern of society. For example, Russia, okay, in socialist pattern of society benefits will be given to all the people. In the socialist pattern of society, the concept of equality in terms of almost all the equalities easily can be achieved, will be there. Now from here, now in India also have adopted the green revolution. So green revolution means development in the field of productions, okay, productions of agriculture is called as green revolution. The revolutions in the field of production of crops, that is called green revolution. So after the implement of green revolution, the crops completely multiplied and the food production have greatly increased. So one point India have greatly achieved is green revolution. Green revolution was implemented in 1966. So during this period the green revolution were implemented, and after the implementation of green revolution the problems of food scarcity was completely solved, because after implementing green revolution the food production have greatly increased, and after increasing of food production the scarcity completely decreases. This is one concept. Next point is, if you see the strategy, when you are talking about the India strategy long term plan, India have wanted to establish the self-reliant, and mainly the Indian government have greatly emphasized the agricultural development and industrial growth. Self-reliant means the country which can mainly depends upon themselves. If any country can depends upon themselves, that country can be called as self-reliant. For example, India also. So India, if you see, India have made number of strategy and they have established themselves. They wanted to establish themselves to be the self-reliant. Self-reliant means they wanted to depend on themselves. Okay, no need of importing the goods from other country. Any country which can depend upon themselves, that country can be called as self-reliant. For example, if you see today China. China is a self-reliant in weapons, and most of the product, if you see, the China is a self-reliant, and they are only exporting the products to other country. India also wanted to be the self-reliant. India also wanted to be the self-reliant. Two important things India have set up the goals. Mainly they emphasize and they given importance to the development of agriculture and industry. During that time, there were service sectors are very less. More sectors where agriculture sectors are more, industrial sectors are more, and that's why most of the government used to develop and they used to emphasize on agriculture sectors as well as industrial sectors. So this is one point. So what we have seen, our main strategy is to become the self-reliant, and for that the Indian government have greatly emphasized for the development of agriculture and for the development of industries. Now here if you see this point, if you come to the point, what are the key components? If you see, we have three important key components. One is called mixed economy. Our economy is a mixed economy. What is meant by mixed economy? Our economy is a combination of public sector as well as private sector. Okay, our economy is a combination of both the sector, public sector as well as private sector. Whenever the economy is a combination for both the sectors, then that sectors can be called as mixed economy. For example, India is a mixed economy. Second thing, our planning is very important for development, and next one is import substitution. What is meant by import substitution is nothing but this is a theory which advocates that, so we should replace all the foreign imports and we have to give more importance to domestic export. Okay, domestic production should be more and foreign import should be less. Children, always you have to remember, when you are export means when you sell the goods to other country, that is export. When you buy the goods from other country, that is called as import. If you buy more and more goods, what happen? More and more our money, okay, our wealth completely will driven towards other country and the value of currency automatically will decrease. So always we have to think that we have to export our goods, then only the currency values and the value of currency will increases. If you buy unnecessarily goods and if you import all the goods from other country, what will happen? If more and more currency will divert towards other country, what will happen? The countries will not develop. That is why this imports substitution, what they are saying, it is saying that we should stop importing goods from other country and we have to increase our domestic productions in our country only. So stop importing from other country and increasing the domestic production in our country. So this is a theory which advocates. Okay, now next point is here. This is the, in spite of many development strategy Indian government have adopted. Children's Indian government have adopted different development strategy, but even though our conditions remain poor, so Indian government have made different strategy, different plans so that the gap should decrease. A socialist pattern of society was established to promote the equality, okay, to develop the people from all the section of the people. Okay, we have implemented many concepts and all. But today also if you see that poor remains same, the conditions of poor remain completely same. So this is one point. So children, what we have discussed in this point, first we have discussed about, in the last class we have discussed about India is a parliamentary form of government. India got independence in 1947 and this all the important things which are established in the written constitution. They were enacted in the written constitution. First one, sovereign, the socialist, secular, democratic republic. Sovereign means we know that a country which can depend on themselves, the country which can take its decisions independently either internally and externally, that country can be called as sovereign country. Second thing, socialist country means the country which can reduce the gap among rich and poor people, that country is a socialist country. Secular country means the country treats all the religions equally. Whenever if any country will treats all the religion equally, that country can be called as secular country. And next one, democratic country means our country is a democratic country because we have given rights to vote to all the people. We are following a concept of universal adult franchise. Next one, republic country. Our country is a republic because in republic we are, the head of the country is either president, okay, either president or either prime minister if you see, Either president and prime ministers are appointed by the people either directly or indirectly. That is why India is a, yeah. Now India have adopted the planned economic development. We have adopted a strategy which is, our strategy is mainly based upon socialist pattern of society. Now what is meant by socialist pattern of society means, according to the planning commission, okay, the planning commission which determine the line of advance, that whenever if you are making any strategy, that our strategy is not for the profit motive but for the welfare motive. That is not a private, our society, most of the society, socialist pattern of society is not for the private profit, but that is mainly for the public benefits or for the welfare of all the people. Here if you see that we have established a strategy, long term plan to achieve the India self-reliant country. To achieve the self-reliant, we have mainly concentrated and emphasis on two important things: agriculture development and industrial growth. So we have mainly emphasis on agriculture development as well as industrial growth. Self-reliant means the country which can depend upon himself. Now for this component, if you see what are the key components for strategies, first of all we are mixed economy. Mixed economy means we are a combination of capitalism, socialism, or else public sector, we have a combination of private sector, or better to say socialism, we are adopted socialism as well as we are adopted capitalism. So which is called as mixed economy. Okay, this is a combination of socialism as well as capitalism, so that is called as mixed economy. And we are mainly based on planning commission. And import substitution is nothing but, this advocates that we have to decrease the imports, we have to increase the domestic exports. Okay, this is the concept of import substitution. What is that? To stop, to ban the imports and to increase the domestic productions. India children, they have adopted the green revolution. By the concept of green revolution, our food productions were completely multiplied in spite of various development strategy. Today also if you see, the conditions of poor remain same. That is only one point. Today also, even though we have adopted different type of development strategy, but today also if you see, the conditions of poor quietly remain same. So that is one point. So it means the strategy is not up to the mark. Okay, that is why the equality, economic equality, we are unable to achieve. So remaining points we will discuss in the next class, children. We will meet you in the next class. Thank you very much.